How's it going, Boys and Girls Club? This is Mr. Zane. Today I'm going to be starting a new curriculum, and it is called PAC. So I bet those of you that are watching are wondering, what does PAC mean, Mr. Zane? So it's an acronym. It stands for Prevention, Awareness, Community Building, and Knowledge. So in this, we're going to talk about different aspects of community. We're going to talk about the rules of engagement in community. We're going to talk about procedures. We're going to talk about recycling. We're going to discuss decision making, far-reaching decisions. How do our decisions affect others? And just things of that nature. But today our topic is going to be just broadly community. It's going to be our very first lesson, so we're just going to talk about community broadly, talk about some of the aspects of it, talk about some of the communities that we are in. And yeah, guys, I'm very excited, so let's get into it. Okay, Boys and Girls Club. So part one of our video is going to be for everyone that is watching. I'm going to read a series of questions or statements, and you are going to simply answer true or false. So they're going to be about communities, and I'm going to go ahead and start reading them. So a community has to be a city or town or place of residency. So is that true or false? Organized sports are not a community. Church is a community. Community is defined as a group of people living in a common place or sharing a common characteristic. True or false? People who have community in their life are happier and feel more valued. People who have community solve problems together. So I want y'all to answer true or false for all of those. I'm going to go ahead and fill you all in. So a community has to be a city or town or place of residency. That is false. A community does not have to be a town, a city, a house, and I'm going to get into that a little bit more later. Organized sports are not a community. That is false. Organized sports can be considered a community. Church is a community. That is true. Community is defined as a group of people living in a common place or sharing a common characteristic. That is true. That is the literal definition of community. People who have community in their life are happier and feel more valued. That is true. People who have community solve problems together. That is true. So now we're going to go ahead and advance to part two, where we talk a little bit more about this stuff in depth. Okay, so part two of our video, I'm going to kind of describe some of the things that we talked about previously. So as y'all know, or maybe you don't know, that a community does not have to be a town, a city, a place of residency. There are multiple communities around, Brazoria County. There is social media. So I know a lot of y'all are on social media. If you're on Twitter, if you're on Facebook, that's a community. If you game, maybe you like to game, maybe you like to play your Xbox, or maybe you like to play PS4. A lot of these gaming consoles allow you to play online. That is, you're networking with other people. You are a community. Your church, you go to church, you have common interests with the people around you, and you're all there together. That is a community. The church that you attend is a community. And then just a lot of other places, guys, like sports, schools, the school that you attend, as well as your city. So if you live in Angleton, if you live in Sweeney, Lake Jackson, Freeport, Clute, those are all communities. So a few elements of our community, or any community that you are a part of, would be the name of your community, the people that are in your community, the purpose, the characteristics of your community, as well as the things that you do in your community. We're going to go ahead and move on to part three, where I have a really fun and engaging activity for y'all to do. It doesn't require a lot of materials, so let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, Boys and Girls Club, so this is part three, our final part of our video. We're going to do a really fun activity. It doesn't require a lot of materials, as I said before. It's only going to require a writing utensil and paper. I chose to use markers, and I chose to use poster board just so that y'all could see it. So I have it right here. We have our community in the center, which is what we talked about. And then I named a few of the communities that I'm a part of. So that's where you would name, what school you go to, what church you may attend, what extracurricular activities you're a part of. So I put church, BGCBC. I put the University of Houston Clear Lake. I put Lake Jackson. I put Aggie alumni. I put Brazoria alumni. I put social media, sports, and gaming. And then from there, I want y'all to pick one community out of those bunch that you want to, dissect, look into more. So I chose Boys and Girls Club of Brazoria County. And then we talked about it earlier, some of the elements of the community. So I talked about who are in this community. So staff, volunteers, y'all, of course, vendors, our parents, and our families. And then what do we do in our community, or what do we do in this community? So we do arts and crafts, we do fun with food, we do triple play, we do STEM, we take field trips in the summer, and I'm really hoping that we will be able to do that still. Our purpose, to enable all young people, especially those who need us most, to reach their full potential as productive, caring, responsible citizens. And then I know y'all know the rules, of course. We're telling y'all all the time, but I'm going to just put a few of them here. So I put respect others, follow directions, and commit to learning. And then the big message, guys, is that are all communities alike, or are they different, or is it both? And you see that my arrow comes back. And if y'all want to choose another community that you are a part of and go into it, be my guest. I would love to go into some of these other communities and look and see how they're alike and how they're different, how different people exist, different rules, stuff like that. I hope that y'all enjoyed the video today. I hope that y'all are having a fantastic week, a fantastic day. If you liked this video, I ask that you do press the like button if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube at Boys and Girls Club of Brazoria County. If you're watching on Instagram, our handle is BGC Brazoria. And if you decide to make a poster board of your own, we do ask that when you take the picture, you hashtag BGC at home. And I will see y'all next time. Peace.